Aquarius, how you doing? Or just folded my paper. I don't know if any of you... Sorry, I was leaning over and deleting other videos. I don't know if any of you guys are into... what do they call that? Paper... Pashwami, or whatever you call it. Or I'm also hearing Pashwami naan. Some of you might be eating naan bread or curries. Or you might be ordering a lot of things from curries. Oh, here we go. But I don't know. I accidentally folded this paper. So what's that when you fold paper? Some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius, okay, but we are doing Aquarius, or Leo, okay, so you've probably got these in your charts, or you're dealing with another one that has like Aquarius, Leo in their chart. But some of you might have something to do around paper, like making paper chains, or like folding paper, or like pretty much could be doing something like I'm doing. But what we're doing at the moment is remote viewing. We're doing a load of channeling, okay, and then we see what kind of picture that there may be of a deceased loved one or someone. I'm also picking up someone that could have lost someone. So your first messages, so you got the paper mache or paper chasing or something to do around paper, paperback writer John, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jackie's son. Some of you could have lost a person. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn could be involved, or a Gemini, which would be a 6. You're going to have to catch up, because if you don't know how to read in numerology as well, you're going to get very confused, okay? You can slow the video down if you like. Okay, so you've got a lot of messages coming in through at the moment, Aquarius. So what I'm definitely hearing for you is chasing paper or chasing lanes. Changing lanes, something to do around Laney, or anybody dealing with L, or a Cancerian, or a Life Path 7, and something to do with changing my lane, okay, like traffic, okay, so traffic lane. So some of you might be travelling, or you're dealing with anything to do with the 7, okay, and I'm changing lanes, I'm changing things up. Like you could be dealing with the Pisces. They very much had like, I really feel like a change, and I feel like doing something different because I'm so sick of the mundane life of doing the same thing every single day, and I really other than Colin or Day, okay, and or my day shift or night shift are changing. Okay, man, y'all got a lot of energy of Piscean around you, or a Life Path 3 for a lot of you, because it was about their reading, which is coming through in your one, was a lot about changing shifts and people that work at like long hours, and my shifts and my rota has changed and so on and so forth, and I may meet someone at work and it's got an involvement of like work people and focus. But just watch the Piscean reading if you're an Aquarian. Okay, so let's get on with your messages. Kaylee, Casey, also Cassandra, casino, also someone that works at a casino, or a gambling, something to do with gambling, or a gambler, the gambit, or the gambler. Yeah, someone that might gamble quite a lot, taking a risk. Anyway, let's go back, Aquarius. So your first one was your song that I got through was "How Do I Live Without You?" But also, how can I live without you? But how can I grieve without you? But how can I also live without you? So the one thing that I'm really picking, well, the 3 messages through that is what I'm picking up. Is that you got quite a lot going on this week, or you have had a lot going on. Some of you are in a very strong commitment of love relationship, and you can't live without the person. But then there's also grief that is also here as well, okay? Keep picking up this lamp, genie of the lamp, something coming out of a lamp, or a lantern. You might be dealing with like a Virgo, or a Life Path 9, or you could have this in your chart. But I definitely get hearing the name Genie of the Lamp, lamping or glamping. Something like we might be going away on a camp or glamping site. I keep picking up like caravans, like in a caravan, but more of a boutique kind. I'm also hearing boutique. Oh, okay, so you might be buying VS. Oh man, you're getting some messages, Aquarius. Okay, so boutique.com is a place where you buy VSTs, and it's a big company that I'm kind of a part of, because I get a lot of my VSTs for music. So you could be into music mixing, mastering, like I am. I do have Aquarian in my chart, but like mixing, mastering, music production. Any of you know that the NK3 Akaya 61 key has come out? Any of you music people out there? It's a nice one, isn't it? But like you may be interested in buying that, or buying something to do with around pluginboutique.com. Okay, also hearing the name Dom, Donna, Dana, Dana. Okay, so some of you might be going out and eating at a diner, a restaurant, somewhere like that, like an American diner or in a restaurant. Okay, you might own one, or you might work in one, but I'm picking up for some of you, you might be going to one. Okay. Some of you I'm also hearing one-to-one peer group counselling. Some of you might be in a drug rehabilitation centre and you do more of a one-on-one peer group counselling people. Okay, or you're looking for a one-to-one, just a personal reading, or a one-to-one experience with the person. Could be like a Skype call or something where you might do this around your work and your job, and you do things like talking to customers and clients via a camera of such. I'm also picking up the name Cameron and Cameron, okay, Camille, Mel, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jackie's, Jack's son, Just Jackie, you right, Just Jackie, Jack Frost, Cock Frost, Foster, Children, Child, something to do with Sweet Child of Mine. Someone may have lost a child, okay, because we've been coming up with funeral energies. Sorry, I'm getting drifting off. There's an energy of falling asleep. Why am I seeing the Snow White and the Seven Dwarves? You got 7 children, or you're dealing with a Cancerian and a Life Path 7? Sorry, just black and white kind of. I had an image of black and white, and it might be like this, but like of Snow White and the 7 Dwarves, of Snow White as a cartoon figure. Okay, so it could have something to do with Life Path 7, black and white, okay, dark, but like 7 dwarves, something to do around 7 children or something like that, or a Life Path number 7, a Cancerian. Okay, so let's go back. I'm hearing for a lot of you that there could be, like, there's a love interest here of someone that you're not letting go of. Not, if I say not, you say Pisces, swinging on a tree, or a 3. So, like, I'm not letting go of you, and I can't live without you, and I can't possibly learn to live without you, and I don't want to either. There might be an energy of you guys moving in together, or something about where you're spending a hell of a lot of time with someone because you can't live without them. Or you do live with them, Emily, Melissa, or Maria, but you do live with them and you can't just live without them, okay? But then there's this other energy that might be coming through as family, Jane, that is to do with, like, I can't live without you because you are no longer here. Okay, so I'm hearing a Long Island iced tea, someone from Ireland or Idaho, okay, or Ely, anybody, or Lee, Laura, Lucy, or Ian, I'm hearing Ian, Evie, Steve, Stevie, Stephen, Eve, even. I need to make it even. So you got odds and evens. So you got Gemini or Capricorn person maybe here. Sorry if this is very sporadic at the moment. We will put the pieces together if you're understanding what channeling is, Aquarius, but I'm sure you do. Okay, so they're saying that I can't live without you, and I'm grieving from the loss of you, and it's something around a Virgo. I can't live without you because I'm with you and I want to be with you all the time. So there's a fog on the Tyne is all mine, someone from up north, okay, like Manchester or Leeds, okay, and I need to be with you all of the time. I'm keeping my eye on you 24/7. Can be involving a Libra, a number 2, a 4, Scorpio, Aries, Life Path 4, or 7, Life Path 7, or Cancerian, or all of the above. These are people that are within your soul group people, okay. For a skeptic, they're just going to say, you're just reading out numbers. Be in my head. Okay, so you've kind of got those people and those placements around you. There is something where I need to keep my eye on you 24/7 because I'm worried about you, or I'm just like because there could be a very unnerving energy here of someone that's like just always got their fucking eyes on someone. Like, my eyes are constantly fixed on you all of the time. Like, I'm spying, I'm dripping like a fuck bridge, I'm like stalking the shit out of you. If you know anybody that makes you feel very uncomfortable that they've got their eye on you all the time, then that's there. There might be Eye of the Tiger, might be a Leo or an Aquarian energy, but I've got my eye on you 24/7 all of the time, like all of the time. Okay, so there's an obsession energy that is here, and I don't know if it's wanted by you guys or not wanted. Now, my America's Most Wanted is an 8, okay? If you know how I read, that's my 8 of Swords. America's Most Wanted. It's a nice place to visit, but I don't think I would want to stay in there very long. So it's a little bit like this long, short stay of, like, I can stay there for a little while, but I can't stay very long because I feel very uncomfortable and very unnervy around your energy. So that would mean to me that would be family, Jenny. So it means that it would be someone that lives within an 8 of Swords, okay? I'm at home, I feel suffocated and smothered by you because you've got your eyes on me all of the time, and wherever I go, no matter what I do or what I say, you're always got your eye on where I'm going, what time am I coming home, how many peanuts in my shit, like what's this happening in it, like an information gatherer. It could be anything to do with an air sign, Gemini or someone like that, but I'm gathering that much information on what time will you be home, what time are you going, what time is this, what time is that. Everything about your life, of a smothered energy of around a mother that could be really controlling around a person by smothering the amount of information that they want to know all of the time. Everything about you they want to know, okay? So someone's digging for a lot of information, or it's within an Eight of Swords confined energy, okay? I don't really want to be in that situation very long, because I know you start asking very personal questions. So you could be dealing with the 4, Scorpio or Aries, more Scorpio, okay? And because you're asking very personal questions, I'm feeling like you don't like me doing certain things, you don't like me wearing this, you don't like me doing this, you don't like what I do anyway, so don't tell me to do it, don't. And it's kind of like this, you're in this bind with this person that you know there's certain things that you want to do, but you don't like the person knowing that you're doing it. 11:11 on the clock, so you really could be dealing with like a 4, Scorpio Aries, or a Libra placement, okay? Which would make to 4, so Scorpio Aries or Libra 2 and 2. So Noah, I'm hearing Noah's Ark, something to do with Noah, Noel, Nigel, anybody begin with N, okay? Pen, I'm also hearing Penny Lane. Anyway, so let's go on. Ron, messages that are related to fucking anything to do with Aquarius. Loss. The loss of a possible loved one, okay? The loss of a loved one, the loss of Lucy, the loss of Lucky, the loss of luck. I run out of time. I run out of luck. Like luck. Something about lucky fuck or a lucky. Like I had a lucky escape or just lucky. Lucky. You pulled your last shift. Something about I pulled my back out, or like I pulled Pauline Paul. Man, y'all got a lot of people. Jarvis Cocker, Cockfrost, Jack Frost, Jumping Jack Flash, and his gas. Unless I'm just hearing music that comes on the radio. Anyway, so what they're kind of saying is for a lot of you, I'm also hearing swans, Swan. Where are we? Here. A swan here. There's a swan's neck. So some of you could be soulmates, twin flames, doves. Some of you might be having a lot of things around birds or like ducks. So you might be like going to a lake somewhere, Lake District, Peak District, Scotland. You could be from Scotland or up north, like Sheffield, Manchester is like Peak District, Bakewell. So you might be thinking about, if you're not from there, you may be thinking about going somewhere where there's a lot of ducks. So you walk around the river, like River Island from Ireland or Idaho, or you go for a walk quite a lot around rivers where there's a lot of ducks. But I'm picking up swans. So 2 swans that are together are like 2 hearts living in just one mind, together forever till the end of time. Okay, so now I really am picking up some messages. Okay. So soulmates come in all different shapes and forms, okay? When a swan loses, because there's not another swan here, when a swan loses their soulmate, I don't know if you know about swans, but swans are very much swan soulmates. When a swan loses its partner, they do not drift away from where it is that the partner died or passed, which means that someone may have lost a physical soulmate here, and we're living in 2 hearts, okay, meaning that I just lost my soulmate and I'm now a swan that is like driving around, or I'm kind of like reminiscing and I don't want to move too far away from where the person passed, okay? Like swans, they will never meet another soulmate, they will never move on with their life, okay? And but a soulmate can be anybody, it doesn't have to be love interest. But I'm picking up that a swan has lost its soulmate, and that they don't want to drift too far away from where it is that they're swimming. So it's something to do with around a water sign, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Piscean, okay? And somebody within a water sign lost their soulmate, okay? They lost their soulmate because they're no longer here within the pond, okay? I'm hearing pond tarot, or so, oh, really? Ponds, like something to do with the ponds, pond. Like soulmate and ponds. Brooke Bond, James Bond, Brooke Bond, Jamie, Julian, Jason, Jessica, Jasmine, Jackie, 007. So it's something to do around a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian that may have lost a person here. 007 could have a lot to do with around, like me, I'm a Life Path 7. Could have a lot to do with around a number 7 and something around a swan not having its other swan. Because like, you see the feathers, tail feather, okay, so swan energy there. That's something that I'm picking up very quickly for you, Aquarius. So someone that may have lost their soulmate, and I'm picking up physical, okay. Yeah, because I keep hearing that song, going on up to the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die, I'm gonna lay it to rest. I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Everest. I need to have a rest. Have a rest? Everest. Evie. Devi. Anyway, let's move. There's something about moving. Richard Pryor. There's something about moving or about the house or the home. Chris? But like I'm moving, like I want to move, but I don't want to go too far away from where. It's kind of like you know, when you've experienced a hell of a lot of stuff around a place. Like I grew up here and so on and so forth, and like I've lost loved ones and so on and so forth. A little bit like this house. This house where I live, I lost my brother and my dad, and my nan and my granddad. But within this house is where I lost my father and my brother. So there's a lot of memories within this house. So I would never want to sell it. So it's a little bit like that, like thinking about moving, but not really wanting to move because of the memories that are within the house. So there could be loss, like it could be like a grandmother's house or something like that you may have inherited someone's house. And like, I don't really want to get rid of it because it's where we grew up and so on and so forth. And I really don't want to go further. Like a swan, like I want to kind of stay roughly within a vicinity of memories, or Emery, the name Emery or Emma, Emily, Melissa, Maria. But like, I want to move, but I don't really want to move too far away. Okay, that might be energies of you guys that may be thinking about moving, or an inheritance of a mother or a grandmother or someone's house that you may not want to sell because it's to do with, like I said, memories that were all created in a house. Okay, in the house. So Lulu, you're right, Lulu. I don't know if you're watching. She got Aquarius and Aquarius somewhere. I'm sure she has. I don't know. But you're right, Lulu. Something about in the house. I'm hearing in the house with Lulu. If you didn't know, obviously you guys must know Lulu, right? The house of Ashum. So yeah, something to do around a house, home. Home is where the heart is. See, why do I keep picking up heart attack or art attack? Ginger art. Hearts. Some of you might be reading tarot cards with like the King of Hearts, or the Queen of Hearts, King of Hearts, Nine of Hearts. Because I'm picking up playing cards, but like card readers, tarot readers, but like doing something around like I do with numerology and numbers. But I'm picking up some of you might be doing like playing cards. Picking up my cards. Anyway, anything else for Aquarius? Yeah, so there's this energy of like, never going to give you up, never going to let you down, never going to turn around and desert you. So some of you might be on a diet, okay, or going for a dessert, and you might go out for a dessert, okay. like afters, dessert, after 8 mints, something about mints, mint ice cream or mints or something to do with mints. Murray, Bill, Billy. So your main messages here around something about moving, something about grieving over the loss, and around Virgo people. And then there's also this energy here around moving on. So, but you've got an energy of a couple, like that people that are together here. So, I mean, I all come together, John, something around J. Okay, but I don't keep it out Leanie, Lee, Laura, Lucy, all the L's, okay. Elsa, Barb, something around Gemini or Capricorn. But yeah, sort of like this energy that's lost, like Virgo energy. Like I can't seem to put my finger on it, but it's there, it. Steve? Connett, Michael. Mike. Connett, Michael. Okay, so there's something here around disease of blood. This has come up through quite a few times. You have to know how channeling works. Normally, if something triggers off in my mind of someone that I know and I know what they go through, it triggers off a message of stuff that you may go through. So I'm definitely picking up that someone might have like a blood disease within the family. It might be a Sagittarian or a 5 as Taurus placements. But someone has like a rare blood condition, a rare blood disease, and it's very rare. It's kind of like white blood cells and red blood cells, okay? And it's something like doctors and hospitals and trying to figure out, like, I can't seem to pinpoint and put my finger on what it is that is medical, okay? Like, there doesn't seem to be any kind of, like, diagnosis or Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Flea. Keep picking up Red Hot Chili Peppers. It might have something around a Leo. Lee, Linda and Belinda. Sheila, also someone from Australia, Aussie. Anyway, so that'll do. So moving on, grief and loss. How can I live without you now you're not here? I'm picking up turtle doves or doves, turtle dove or dove. So what were the 12 Christmas where the turtle doves come up? 2 turtle doves, 2. Was it 2 turtle doves? So something's around a Libra or a 2, okay? But these people, like I said, these people can be within your soul groups of people. So that will be justice, judgment, and also loss. Yeah, so there could be grief here. It could be around like a hospital channeling some kind of like messages of around grief and loss and hospitals around a 2. That would be judgment. Okay. So there could be grief, loss, because we had 4 weddings and a funeral that were coming up for quite a while in the past. If you've not found the channel, go back and watch the other readings. But something around a 2. Now I've just done a whole hour worth of teaching, because I have a teaching tier over on Patron. You will see snippets coming out because I'll do a video and I'll show you what it's about. But it's basically about the timekeeper, the shopkeeper, and the 1% prophecy of going full circle around soulmates. Twin flames, karmic energy that you experience, and you do not experience change without change. Meaning that when you spend energy, you give it to a shop, which is basically karma. Okay, the shop is what decides what to give you and when. Okay, so you're spending energy, you're giving out numbers to an energy of Saturn. Saturn is what realizes, crunches all the numbers and sends it back to you, we channel. But this one was mainly around karmic energy, about going full circle and experience change and coming back transformed. Metamorphosis, okay. Okay, so that's the teaching segment that is over on there now. Keep hearing How Now Brown Cow. Howlet, Howling Wolf, Leo. How Now Brown Cow, Kelly. Sorry, you're not a cow. Cowbell, something about Julia, about Jim, like working out around cowbells. Or you know someone called Kelly or Cowbell. Cowbell, Kill Bill, Kilby, Karen, Kilby. What have we got for you, Aquarius? Well, you had the Swan. I keep seeing these lamps, man. Lamping or glamping. But like a lamp here. Like Genie and the lamp. Like this lamp. And it's giving off like an aroma here. Okay. So something to do with around like wishes. Something around Aquarian or Leo. Like lamps. Glamps or lamps. Anyway. Let me know in the comment section what it is that you see. Okay. Do you see anything? Yeah. Oh, look. There's legs. Here, a foot and legs and an arm. It's kind of trying to make a figure here. What is this? Let's look at this one. You see anything, any of you guys? So I'm picking up here, look, a face here. A face, there's the eye, there's the head. It's got like a very crew cut, shortcut hair with like an eye. There's the nose there. Okay. That would be the body. A body of evidence. These feel like two robots. Like, oh look, oh man, there's one here as well. There's the arm. There's the head. There's one there. There's one here. And there's a person here. So it feels like robots. Something to do around robotics. Ronin, Rona. Can you see? Like, there's a legs here, arm, head. There's a person here, but they more look like a robot. And then you've got someone here from the side view. Okay. So I don't know if that's going to relate to anybody, robots or robotics, or like three people. Okay, three people. So you could be relating to like a Piscean for some of you. Okay, so Aquarius, there you go. So that's your remote viewing channeled messages and whatever comes up as a photograph, okay, within my head. Also hearing dead or dead. Playing dead. What's that? Playing dead? Playing dead. Is that like a dog? Don't know. Anyway, there you go. Piscean, life path 3 for a lot of you. And I'm stuck in the middle with you, okay? So Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jackie's son. Okay, and I'm stuck right in the middle of you. Okay, looking at you, Pisces. Here's looking at you, kid. Someone's looking at your kid. Really? What's that, kids? Some of you have kids. Okay, have kids. Someone's looking at your children. What's that? Man, I do see some bizarre people. I hope you guys are not like on the internet putting children on the internet. Right? Well, you got children on the internet. Don't know what that's for. Looking at your children. I really don't like channeling messages like that. I don't know. Someone could be looking at your children. Or looking into having children. Anyway, so 3, Pisces. I'm stuck right in the middle with you. Okay? I want to be with you. Take the weather with you everywhere you go. Always take the weather. Heather, Chrissy, Ra. We always come up against this one, right? Who sang that? They're not from Australia. I'm really close tonight. No, 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 without her. Oh. Anyway. Aquarius. Wow, so Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and I'm stuck right in the middle of you, Pisces. So it could be so if you've got Pisces in your chart somewhere, you could be with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But these two people are definitely hooked up. Okay, some do a Captain Hook or a Captain. Captain. Well, that would be also like Chapman, Rob Chapman, Captain. No, that wouldn't be. That would be someone that might be ordering something from where I'm thinking of ordering something from. So, which would be Anderton's. So, Mr. Anderton, or you might be ordering something from Anderton's shop, which would be like a synthesizer, a guitar, music, products. You might live around the energy around up down south. It's kind of like London, which is Guildford. So, might from Guildford, around Guildford. Gill, also picking up Bill or Gill. Okay, and this would be a Gill Pisces. So yeah, some of you are together with this person here, but I'm picking up a channel messages that you might be from like Guildford around London, Essex, like Essex, I think it is Essex. But like you might be ordering something from Anderton's. Okay, Anderson. Hello, Mr. Anderson. You might be into the Matrix. Let's see. Aquarius. 6. So you got Gemini, Capricorn, maybe in the family. You might be going to visit some family members. Okay, you're probably travelling quite a lot. Okay, going out, feeling very twang. Someone could be from China, but I'm hearing tranquilizer, leisurely. Some of you might be going to a leisure centre for a lot of you, and you go and there's a park, okay, and there's a leisure centre there, and you might be sitting down having a coffee, watching the ducks and the swans, and around the river, okay, and you're going to a leisure centre for a lot of you. Now, a leisure centre can also be like a gymnasium, so you could work around that kind of place. But I'm definitely picking up like a lady or a man of leisure. Now, a lady or a man of leisure could be a retired person that doesn't work that much, that just has kind of like more of a lady of leisure, spends more time around the house and the home, and then I have more like a part-time job for a lot of you, so a lady of leisure. Now, I'm also picking up a leisure centre, so it might be, like I said, ducks through channel messages and also written scribing, which would be around a park field. Okay, like I said, leisure centre. Keep hearing leisure centre. So it would also be like River Island, places like shopping malls, places like that. A walk in the park, a walk around a river where you go right around the river, and I mean, there's loads of places like that here. So you go for a walk, and it takes a long time to get around it, and you stop off, you sit down, you have an ice cream or something like that. Blah blah blah. That's what I'm picking up for a lot of you. This week, I know they're very small general messages, but that's what I pick up as a medium, because there's a relationship here. Okay, so you might be looking for something else, somewhere else, like we're looking for somewhere else to travel. Okay, so you may have gone to places in the past, and you're kind of like very curious about going away, but you might be looking at going away somewhere else, like we've gone there before, like it's somewhere that we've been before, but we're kind of thinking about maybe going somewhere else different. It's kind of like searching for places, like doing a lot of information gathering around like the internet and looking for places to travel and go. Okay, like a quick stay, like we only want to go for a couple of days or a day or a couple of days, so it can't be too far, but where is it that we could go? Do we want to go back to the place that we've been before, or do we actually want to go further afield and go somewhere different? I'm also hearing Furrowfields. Okay, or Filofax, Felix. So you got Aquarius, Taurus or Sagittarius energy here, but this came up in a reading where it was in reverse, and it wasn't a very good outcome. So some of you are in a metaphysical connection with a person that's very hot, loving, and warm. I'm also hearing Hot Love by T-Rex. Hot Love. Hot love, love. Love to love. Love by love, unless someone's called love, or they call them love. Hey, you right there, love. Hey, you right, love. Love, love, love. I love to love. Oh, that don't love to love. That's what I'm saying. There's an energy here where this could still be in reverse from the last reading. Well, it was in a Pisces reading. There they are, here. This actually happened to me yesterday. Very narcissistic, controlling person, has a very high temper, is also a life path 4, and connects to a lot of energy, because this is like Sagittarius Taurus. If you're a life path 7 or you have Scorpio placements, and the person is say like a life path 4 and you're a Scorpio rising, but they are a Sagittarius Taurus rising north node, and you are a Scorpio north node and rising, no, mismatch, not happening. Okay, so someone could be very controlling around this energy because their temper is boom, like dynamite, like Jekyll and Hyde. 1 minute they're this, the next minute they're that. They change their mind here, they change their mind there, and you get sick to death of them digging for information, saying, "Oh, dickhead, what you doing? Nothing. It's none of your business. Stay out my life." Okay, please don't keep asking me personal questions. You're getting too close now to me and you're smothering me to death and it's getting on my fucking nerves. Okay, so please do not ask that question. And they asked that question. And Pisces had this where it actually physically happened to me that day once I put out the reading. You just walk in the door or you go out the door. You could be dealing with Gemini, 6. You're just about to walk in or out, and as you come in, the person insults you and asks you questions that a person shouldn't ask you. And they make you feel really fucking awkward, and you're like, why would you even ask that sort of fucking question? Why would you even do that? Okay? And they make you feel really uncomfortable, and they push your buttons that make you close down even more. So you have what? An opposition within your chart. Okay? This was over on the teaching tier that was talking about forgiveness of change. And the only reason why it does change is because when astrology and time move around, it hits another part of your chart that is either fixed or cardinal or an emotional energy that relates to now we're okay again because we are connected with a chart of part of ours that makes us relax. Then all of a sudden it moves around very quickly and then we snap. That means that snap, there goes Rabbity, up there goes Eminem, and then suddenly you're annoying me because you're asking me questions that are not, they're personal to me, not you. So don't ask. If they keep doing it, that's because you've got an opposition. They're forcing you. They play mind games, manipulation. But in this reading, this card is actually upright, which means that you or one of these people that doesn't relate to the energy in reverse could have a very light, vibrant energy that connects very well with yours, which means that there's a lot of love, there's a lot of passion, okay, which means that I am not giving up on the person I'm with for anybody else. So the answer is no, okay, so the answer is no. Let's see. Now this could, like I said, it can relate because I am picking up energies of family, which means that these people could be in your soul groups, and there are two people that are together, which is more like a Pisces and a fire sign. These two people are together. They're not letting go of each other. They are stuck with one another, meaning that we're sticking with one another. No matter what you do, mother, or say, or do, you are not going to get in between our relationship. Because it's our relationship, not your relationship. It's our information. What we do with it is what we do with it. It's our lives, not your life. Okay? You don't have to be involved in my life. Okay? Which means that it can be someone that asks a lot of questions that are unwanted. Because they're not wanted. It's none of your business who I have a connection with. If I've got a connection with them and I am with them, I do not need your input to tell me or ask me any questions about them. Okay? If you want to know about them, then ask them, not me. Okay? Because it's kind of like this, I'm trying to protect you away from someone. Because I know that they dig for info and ask questions that are not wanted. So it makes me do things away from them. Okay? Or Wayman. Caroline, my sister. You're right, Cass. Yeah, so it's a little bit like that. Let's see. Aquarius. What they got coming up this week. You have... Oh man, I realised I'm not doing... I'm supposed to be doing what I did with Pisces, man. Sorry. We did you a... I don't know, just watch the Pisces reading, man, sorry. You got the Queen of Wands, Justice, and the Six of Cups. That's what I said. There's a huge energy of family. There's a huge energy of a relationship here. There's someone that finds this unjust. There's a huge energy of Sag and Leo and Aries, but more Leo and Aries. More Leo and Sag. More Leo and Sag I'm picking up. Probably not so much Aries. But... again, if this person is a Sag, okay, and it's one placement all between, there's a huge opposition here. Because they would all be 5. 5 and 5 and a 4, they're all opposite charts. They're parts where you're like Jekyll and Hyde. 1 minute you're okay, the next minute you're not. 1 minute you speak, the next minute you don't. One minute you ask me a question, you're okay, you lead me into a false sense of security, then you ask me a question that isn't wanted, and when I tell you no, you say something very fucking extremely childish that causes me to close down and not speak to you, and then I do, and then I don't, and then I do, and then I don't, and then I do, and then I don't, and you do nothing but confuse me, because this is also Fives energy if there's also a Sag, because it relates to Taurus, okay? Taurus and Sagittarius are Fives. Opposition, that's why you come up with a 4. I'm giving you the reading of how it's going to be clarified, right? So you got very difficult energy right there. Now, because they're also these, it's a paradox number. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries for Scorpio, Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. Okay, 8s, also life path. It's called truth. It's called truth, so you don't lead yourself up the garden path realising it's more complex than a little. All these could be within your family and your person, and it could come up with a negative energy, and it don't mean your partner, it just means a person, sibling, okay? Then a very light energy, which means a sibling is very controlling, a partner is very supporting, okay? So it gets very, when I do your readings, it's all the time, because there's a lot of 8s around you, okay? So, you know, you have this where you've got a lot of soul group, a lot of people, and a card, when I'm doing them on the other side, normally clarifies by a shit card and then a very good card. And it just means that one of these people is very bad for you and one of these people is very supportive and good for you, okay? That's why you got for you, okay? Very much for you, very much supportive, not letting go of someone, okay? And then an energy that constantly tries to find out info that is not wanted, okay? Because it's your life, it's no one else's, okay? Then you've got this energy, which is the 6 of Cups, meaning someone is in a relationship compared to someone that's in a metaphysical one that will not accept the relationship the way it is or wants one, okay? Then you've got the King and the Queen of Wands that are together, but they're also apart. So it starts to get very difficult to read your reading, which means that there's someone here that is definitely with a Piscean, could be a Leo, okay? Which is what that normally is for me, and this normally means Sagittarian, which means you've got family involvements. Your mother, their mother, your father-in-law, their father-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, father-in-law, blah, 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 blah. And there's a lot of family energy here. Now, this could be where this is a current relationship and this is a past relationship of someone that was of, say, divorced from the past, of a sibling where you had family together at one point, but you are now kind of coming to the energy of around reconciliation of family groups coming back together full circle, which is why Steve ends up channeling a load of stuff through the teaching segment that you will need on the personal tarot card, on the teaching tier about full circle, soul groups, taking detours, what do they learn, when, how, what does it relate to, how do they come back full circle, and what does change and metamorphosis mean. Okay, very big part of karmic energy there, because it's understanding, okay, learning. So you've got a lot of energy here, but I'm going to leave it at that at the moment, Aquarius. I know you've had a very bitty, but I always do, because of the amount of energy I can feel coming through the reading. But I'm going to clarify it, do my best to break it down for you. When we get on the other side, I'm going to clarify these for a start with hidden messages or the other one, I'm not really sure. Probably be messages of closure or hidden truth. Okay, clarify these and tell you what hidden truth is coming, vibration from the card itself that will tell you who it might be in your life. Then we'll continue on with your reading and then clarify them, okay, with these. Okay, so if you would like it, only goes to the week, the full access bundle, which it says full access weekly and monthly tarot. You will need that tier for the majority of the month now, because everything that comes out after the monthly, which is still called the same thing, I think it was just called daily tarot or whatever, I don't know. Just see what I say on the tin, on the actual readings. If you want to join, this one goes to the full access bundle, and there you go. We're going to do a load more for you. If you want to join the teaching tier, you can go over and join the teaching tier, but it tells you all about how to save yourself some money by upgrading from the full access bundle to the teaching tier. Is where you get both tiers, but you have to search through all of the stuff for the teaching stuff if you're a part of the both of them. It tells you all about it below in the video. Thanks very much, Aquarius. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.